What is up, Metalheads? In today's video, I am going to talk to you about this AK Interactive F.A.Q, the book on dioramas. This is a big book. This is like a diorama Bible. If you've had any experience with the F.A.Q books, they are more expensive, but the wealth of information that is in these books is astounding, okay? This is another book that I picked up during LVO 2019. You might have seen me post about it during the course of that weekend because I was so freaking excited about it. And this is, honest to God, pretty much one of the most expensive book that I own outside of when I had college textbooks. Those, by far, were the most expensive, but as for books that I actually like and own, this would be the most expensive one. I paid $120 for this book, but this book has such a wealth of information, it's unbelievable. When I was deciding, sorry for the shaking, when I was deciding whether or not to buy this book, the person who I asked was Seth Amsden. If you don't know who Seth Amsden is, he is Hobby Sensei on Instagram, and he is seriously one of the most talented people that does basing and dioramas that I know. Like, hands down, no holds barred, he's like seriously one of the best. This book has 559 pages, and there's conclusions, acknowledgments, all that good stuff, but I know, I'm sorry, the weight of the book is making it shake. This book is by Ruben Gonzalez, and if you have any questions on how to do things on dioramas from simple to advanced, this book can answer all of your questions and then some, okay? It's just such an amazing book. So I'm going to flip through some of this for you. And this book discusses all kinds of things. Theory of composition. This is actually a part where a lot of people struggle when it comes to putting together dioramas, because some people lose sight of certain rules, such as the rule of thirds and things like that. So these things are really important to know about. And there's a lot of examples of dioramas. I mean, if you're into scale modeling with historic models, sci-fi, fantasy, anything that you learn in this can be applied and translated to all different genres of models and creating any sort of dioramas. Gundams, I mean, you can use it for that. Large scale models tells you about earth and terrain and how to properly emulate the environment and the ground conditions. Weathering is discussed in this pretty heavily. Use of flock and how to properly apply it so that they look more realistic, how to use certain putties and products. And granted, it shows you how to use AK Interactive products, because obviously this is an AK Interactive book, but if for some reason you can, I mean, AK Interactive is, they're amazing products. But if you don't have access to them for whatever reason, like if you live in a different country and you don't have access to those products, there are other ones that you can use that are done by Vallejo and other similar companies. So, you know, don't feel like you're just stuck to using one kind of thing. I purchased this book also from Kastle, the Mountain View location, which also had a booth at LVO 2019. And I absolutely love their stuff. Seth is the one that actually runs that one, so he runs that store, so he makes sure that there are specialized modeling products that you cannot commonly find in other hobby stores, and that's what I love about his selection. His was hands down my favorite booth. I bought so much stuff there, it was ridiculous. Every day I bought something throughout the con. But here it teaches you step by step how to create this kind of diorama scene. All of those diorama scenes that you saw and looked at in awe in IPMS shows and at ReaperCon, at Gen Con and stuff like that, you can learn how to do in this book. This book is worth every penny, I promise you. I have no regrets on spending $120 on this. I promise you that. And I have quite a bit of reference books. So it also shows you how to do with trees, how to use the leaves. So everything from simple to advanced, it shows you how to do, how to work with foam, how to properly cut it. It just shows you all kinds of awesome things. I can't honest to God say enough good things about this book. I truly can't. Look, classic wall-mounted street lamps. It even shows you how to do and properly put together. I mean, seriously, you can't beat the street signs, how to make them look more natural and weathered. And I know some of it to you might look, you know, simple, or some of it might, you know, and some of it's not as hard as it looks even. Because you look in awe at these things and then you're just like, oh, there's no way that I can do that. But you'd be surprised. Some of these things are really not as hard as they look. And some of them just require a lot of work. And you just have to be willing to put in the work. You get out of it what you put into it. But look at what you can get out of it. Look at this scene. It looks so realistic. But I hope, see, a broken window shows you even how to do that. Like, what? This is amazing. So, like I said, can't say enough good things about this book. Rugs. Look at this. All this stuff. But yes, this is definitely, seriously, this book is worth every penny. I'm not making this up. There's other FAQ books too that you can look into. There's a smaller version of a diorama one, shows a little bit different stuff. So, you know, just be sure to check this one out. Got it at Game Kastle, and I'll be sure to put the link in for you. So be sure to check this out. You might be able to find it on Amazon too, but to be honest with you, FAQ books are kind of hard to get on Amazon, and sometimes they're really, really priced very high too. As a matter of fact, at one point in time, there's an old one, an Andrea Miniatures one that was done years ago, and it was up on Amazon for as high as $3,000. So it's like one of those things that once you get these books, you just better get it while the getting's good. Otherwise, they can be super, stupid expensive. But I just love it. So this is one of my favorite books that I have. I wanted to take time to share it with you. I hope that you enjoyed my sharing this book with you, and I hope that it gives you informed so that you know. I think it's important for people to know, especially when they want to know as much as possible about painting, what kind of resources are available to them. So that's why I like doing these kind of videos, to show you some of these things. So be sure to check us out online at metalheadminis.com. Don't forget to subscribe. And also hit that bell, so that way you know the next time we come out with a video. And be sure to check us out on Twitch. We stream 4 days a week, and we're on twitch.tv/metalheadminis. Thank you so much again for watching. Have yourselves a great day.